Despite my best attempt for an answer with multiple desperate text messages, I never even got one lame excuse. I had been ghosted by the man I felt I could give my heart to. The tears began to pour down my face. I was utterly, totally humiliated by this man who clearly didn't find me beautiful enough and interesting enough to want to stay. And now I had my entire extended family, along with over 130 members of the community, waiting on Chris and me to arrive at the party. I grabbed my purse, sobbed the entire hour-long drive there, and when I arrived, my sisters rushed to greet me, asking where Chris was in the confusion. It's the moment, of course, that I burst into tears, attracting stares from around the room. My bitchy older sister mumbled under her breath, "Another one bites the dust," which is when I fled to the bathroom and sobbed so hard that my body began to shake, until I remembered what this night meant to Dad. And I somehow managed to drag myself off the floor and put on a brave face. My two younger sisters helped me to survive the next few hours by giving me glasses of champagne to medicate the embarrassment and humiliation of my breakup. And I was sipping on my third and much-needed glass of champagne when the DJ began to play When a Man Loves a Woman. Well, my parents were the first ones out there, dancing and looking lovingly at each other. And soon the whole floor was filled with happy couples. But one couple in particular, old neighbors of my parents, who were now in their late 60s, caught my eye on the dance floor. Her name was Judy, and his name was Tom, the husband. And when I was a little girl, they would always throw these elaborate, really fun Christmas parties for the entire neighborhood. And now, there they were, slow dancing at my dad's retirement party, and I could not take my eyes off of them. Because as depressing as it was to watch other couples dance and kiss and hold each other on the dance floor while I sat alone, feeling like the only single person there, I just couldn't turn away from the closeness and love and longing this one couple seemed to have. And after all these years, he looked at her in the same way I remember him looking at her when I was 10 and at their yearly Christmas parties back when she was 20 years younger. Oh, he wrapped his arms around her and kissed her while they swayed to the music. And after the song was over, that's when Judy and Tom sat down right next to me at the table. "Oh, I love that song, don't you?" she asked me, and I turned away to hide the tears that was building up. She knew I was in pain and asked Tom to make his round mingling with everyone while she listened to me tell her everything that had been going so great and then so abruptly ended with Chris. I even told her about those relationships of my past that would start off amazing in every way, but then the inevitable and embarrassing truth, the sweet text messages would stop. The affection would be replaced by cold, awkward distance. The agonizing anxiety that at any minute the relationship would crumble and I would be left brokenhearted and yet again the last single woman in my group of friends. And that's when I told her, my heart just can't take this anymore. But that's also the moment my life changed. Because the tears began to drop down my cheeks again, Judy whispered something in my ear, so bizarre, but so genius about her ability to attract one man for over 45 years